Welcome guys, and in today's video we're going to learn how to make a custom menu on Google Sheets with Google Scripts. Let's do it. Right, let's show you how you can make a custom menu. So custom menu is one of these at the top here. These are your standard menus. Once we create a custom menu, it will appear on the end here, and you can use it to run all sorts of functions that you can create in Google Scripts. So let's just load up our script editor. Okay, and the first thing we need to do is this function we just need to change to on open. Now that is a standard function for Google Scripts, which will mean once we open this sheet, it is going to run this function. I've just put an E in here so that we can grab the event if we decide we need it. So the first thing we need to do to be able to create our menu on there is we need to get the spreadsheets UI. So all we've got to write is spreadsheet app dot get UI, and that's a function. And then once we have that, we can chain on to the bottom of this to create our menu. So we can just go dot create menu, and then you just need to give it a name. Now the name you give it will be whatever appears here. So let's just say custom menu. Okay, so now the next thing we need to do is just add one item. So all we need is the add item. Now the item is going to be when you've got your menu up here and you click it and it's a drop down, so just like this, create form. So all we need is add item, and we need to give it a name. So we just say say hello, and then you need to give it another parameter, and as you can see by this pop up here, we need to give it a function name, and it's basically once we click that, it's going to run whatever function we call here. So we just say hello. It needs to be in quotations. Then all we have to do is add that to the UI, add to UI, and then we just need to quickly create that function, say hello, and in this function we are just going to have a pop-up alert. So we need to grab the spreadsheet app again, and we also need to get the UI again, like so, and then we can just chain on alert, and then within this alert we can put whatever we want. So we'll say hello. There we go. Let's give that a run and see what happens. So let's give this a refresh. Annoying thing is when you refresh, it always closes your script editor, which is a bit annoying. But there we go. Now it's all loaded up. We've got our custom menu. You click on it, say hello. Let's click that, and there we go. We get a lovely little pop-up. Hello. Okay, let's have a look at a couple more things you can do with this. Let's reload this up. Right, so you can add a separator. So if we can add another item, you can have the little line, which, you know, if you look on here, it's here, little line there. Okay, so let's add a little line before we add it to the UI. So all you need to do is add separator, and that's it. And then let's add another, let's add a sub menu this time. So a sub menu is, if you see on here with the little arrow, it's going to have a sub menu. So we're going to add a submenu, and then within this submenu we need to grab the spreadsheet app again and get UI again, and then we are going to create our menu. Create menu, and we can just call this submenu, and then within this submenu we're going to add an item. So we can just call this sub menu item. No, let's call it item 1, and once again we need to give it a function, and we'll call this say goodbye. Okay, and we just need to, let's just duplicate this function. We want it to be function say goodbye and goodbye. Okay, so let's give that a refresh and have a look. So we've got an error because our menu has not appeared, and I do know exactly what the error is. Let's just load up our code again. The error is that we forgot to we didn't close our bracket in the right place. We actually closed it before we added the item. So if we put it at the end of the add item, hit save, and let's give this a refresh. And there we go, we've got a custom menu appears, and we've got our divider, and we've got our sub menu and item 1. Let's give this item 1 a go and see if it runs our script. Goodbye. Say hello. Hello. Perfect. Okay, and that is how you create a custom menu to do with as you will with Google Scripts. Hopefully you liked this video, and if you did, please watch my full tutorial on creating a to-do app with Google Sheets and Google Scripts. See you in the next one.